Hi, I'm Stefanie Mosca. We're here at ITEXPO Austin 2012. And today on the show, I'm joined by Sebastien Boire-Lavigne from Sagemcom. Sebastien, thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you.
So let's talk a little bit about the company and kind of, the strategy behind your fax solution.
Yes, we just introduced our new cloud application, and we've been in the fax industry, the enterprise faxing solution, for more than 15 years. We first had our Lightning Fax solution that we developed in the middle of the 90s, and then we basically introduced fax over IP in the early 2000s and really changed the way enterprise are deploying fax solution today. And I think now we're introducing our cloud platform, and it's really to, again, change the way enterprise fax is deployed in the enterprise by having all the capabilities that you expect from a full enterprise solution, but in the cloud.
Now, when we talk about unified communications platforms, fax isn't always the first feature that comes to mind, but it's obviously very vital in terms of providing that complete solution for an organization. Can you talk a little bit about how you guys help to accomplish that?
Yeah, fax is often overlooked. So when a company look at their phone systems, want to replace it, want to deploy a voice over IP system to modernize their infrastructure, they often forget about the fax that they are using. And often companies are surprised when they're making a survey about, all right, are we still using fax? And now looking at, all right, oh, we got one fax machine there, another one, and then they realize, I got 50 fax machines that people use all around our company.
Right.
And I think what we do is we provide a much more efficient way to handle fax by removing those fax machines and deploying a solution either on premise or on the cloud that will eliminate all the needs for those POTS line that you have to the fax machine that incurs a lot of cost, and centralize them and really provide an infrastructure where you're going to actually control the flow of documents. And that's often a problem with fax machine, is you don't have any control on the flow of document. Anybody can walk to a fax machine, fax out, and anybody can walk to the fax machine and take a document from it. And I think a solution, an electronic solution that really manage all the flow, will allow you to deliver the fax directly to the user inbox, and also will offer a way to archive all transactions, so you can go back 3 years, 7 years back in the past and find all those transactions. And since today, fax is still used, and mainly for exchanging documents that need to be signed. So either forms, insurance, so these kind of documents. So usually it's very important to keep trace of those documents so you can actually prove that they were received, sent. So I think this is where our solution fit.
And you're absolutely right. I mean, the old way of fax with everything, it could be sitting on a copier, and that's especially if we're talking about the healthcare industry with HIPAA, or it's just not secure. And obviously, fax over IP is much more secure. And how can we talk a little bit about how Sagemcom really, aims to do that in terms of providing these secure solutions and the storage as well, to being able to go back to the documents, if you need to check back with something.
Yeah. So one of the key differentiator in our cloud solution is that we offer the capability for our users to retain the fax for a guaranteed amount of time. So it can be either 1 year, 3 years, 7 years. So we can guarantee that we're going to keep the records of the transaction for those years. So if they need for HIPAA compliance or for SOX compliance, need to go back and be able to access those documents, they will be able to do that on our secure servers, encrypted storage. So it's very safe. And as you said, for HIPAA compliance, actually fax machine is something that breaks HIPAA compliance, because anybody can walk to it and take the document, and if there is patient information on the paper, that's actually a problem. So with a system like ours, the information goes straight from the patient or the doctor sending the information to the practitioner that need to have the information.
And especially with IP communications really just changing our industry in terms of what we can do, content delivery management is huge right now, and you guys are really able to capitalize on that space with your solutions.
Yes, absolutely. And also I think when you look at on-premise versus cloud, and it used to be fairly expensive to deploy a on-premise solution, full-featured, that can do the integration with back-end applications, obviously email to fax, all the clients for the users. And now with the cloud application, we have some kind of a democratization of those features, because now you can deploy them with absolutely no upfront cost and just enable that in the cloud and get exactly the same features that you would get into the enterprise.
Great. Well, thanks so much for being here today, Sebastien. You guys obviously play a unique part in the industry, and we wish you guys the best of luck.
Thanks a lot.